Hey guys, how you doing? This is Ty, and I'm back again for another movie review. Yeah, all right. This is gonna be on Saw. Oh my goodness, Saw X, more exactly. Oh man, I need to tell you guys, this movie, it's good. It's good. I was very shocked. I need to tell you guys, I was very shocked. I didn't expect this movie to be that good. That to be honest with you, I've been disappointed. It's been this movie's gonna be the 10th movie of Saw, and oh my goodness, man, the other ones that they have made after the first, and maybe the second one was pretty good, because the first one you like thinking to yourself, oh man, whatever happened to these people, especially the doctor that was locked up in that room and he had to cut his leg off. I I I was like wondering what happened to him. So Saw 2 was like, completion of Saw 1 to me. But after that, all those crazy Saws, this is like there was a cash grab, like they was trying to catch on to the moment that people were excited about it, the hype of it, basically. And it 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 was watered out. It seemed like every 6 months they were like making a Saw movie, Saw movie, Saw movie, and it was like it was getting boring after that. But oh my goodness, they took a while off for this, waited like a few years, like probably 5 years, and oh my goodness, guys, this will not disappoint you. I'm gonna make a title for this movie, for this sorry this review. I'm gonna make a title for this review, and it's gonna be how good was Saw, because Saw was good. All right, so what I'm gonna give it out of five, I give it 1 out of 5. I give it a four, a four, guys, because it was that good. The only way you be disappointed is if you're not into Saw. Basically, that's the only way you be disappointed. If you're into Saw and you're into some gruesome stuff, which it is gruesome, but it has a story behind it. Oh man, the story is good, guys. The story is good, very good. So this is going to be my non-spoiler part of this review. So I'm gonna give you guys about 30 seconds, and just cut me off, and then come back. And if you want to see the spoiler, just continue through this, or come back later and just look at my look at it later. All right, so yeah, so I give it 4 out of 5. It's good, great for a date. I wouldn't suggest it for a family, for with kids. Definitely would not suggest it for family kids, because a good portion of this, guys, is very gruesome. It's very gruesome. There's a certain points that I'm like, ah, that's disgusting. I mean, I'm not much into like gruesome movies like that, gore movies, but man, it was, oh man, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. It was bad, guys. They really amped it up on the gore on this. But this part is gonna be the non spoiler, and I'm gonna give you guys around 5-10 seconds. Yeah, I'll give you 10 seconds to cut it off. Maybe 5 seconds. We'll see. 5 seconds. All right, guys, that's it. Let's get into this, guys. All right, now, all right. So basically, it started off on Kramer, which is Jigsaw. Jigsaw. He's getting his diagnosis as having a cancer, and the doctor telling him that he has a few months before he's going to live, and doctor tell him, oh, you need to. Mr. John Kramer, you need to take off, take it easy, because, it's going to be strain on your body. And John Kramer's like, I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of killing to do, because a lot of people need to take my tests. No, no, he didn't say that, but but basically, he has like 3 months to live, and he went to a meeting for cancer patients, and they all like trying to you communicate with each other and tell them how they feel and how drained they are and stuff like that. So Henry, this guy named Henry, he's in there. He's like, "Oh man, I have stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and I can't. I don't know how I'm gonna live and stuff like that." He's really down. He's really down. And Kramer, he looked at him. He was like, "Oh man, this guy, he looks worse than me." Basically, he was looking at him. He was like, "Oh man, that's how I'm gonna be in a few months." So about like a few weeks later, Kramer, which is Jigsaw, he's sitting in a cafe, outside cafe, and he's like writing down stuff and stuff like that. And so Henry, the guy that's in on the meeting, he's like jogging and stuff, jogging and stuff, enjoying life and stuff. So Jigsaw, John Kramer, he looked up, and was like, what the world, isn't that Henry? He said, Henry, what the heck? Who are you around like this? So Henry's like, oh man, look at me. He's like, doing his two step and stuff like that. No, he didn't do that. But basically, he sat him down. It's like, I would tell you the treatment I had. It was a miracle. They showed him this scar in his stomach. They said it took out the tumor and stuff like that, and they gave me this drug and stuff like that to cure him. And Kramer, John Kramer, which is Jigsaw, he's like, what? He's like, yeah, they don't have a number. when someone tell you they don't have a number, they have a website, something ain't right. Something ain't right. So Henry's like, they don't have a telephone number, they don't have an address, they don't have anything, but here's a website. so John is like, okay, whatever. So he got it. It's like he go on the internet and he saw the father. So the doctor, the main doctor. The Amanda, Dr. Cecilia's father, which has the cure, which said he had a cure. He's in there on YouTube, on the web, or wherever, and he's like, oh, I have a cure for cancer, and pharmaceutical companies, they're coming against me, and so basically he went into hiding. So no one knows what happened to him. So he emailed. There's an email number there. He emailed it to his daughter. So his daughter called him back like a few hours later. She's like, oh, I'm in Mexico because the pharmaceutical companies are after me, and we need. We'll see what we can do about your because you have a few months. So they flew Kramer out, Jigsaw, to Mexico, basically. Mexico, I mean, oh my God. If anything you want to be done is either Mexico or the Middle East. There's some shicey stuff going on, man. But anyway, we all know where this is going. So basically, they brought him to Mexico. Things didn't go so well because they picked up in a taxi on the airport, and then these armed dudes came out of the van with masks on. It's like, get out the car, American, get out the car, American, gringo, get out the car. And you're like, oh God, this is Mexico now, so he gonna get kidnapped, and he's a white guy in Mexico, so something ain't gonna be right. So they pull him in the back of the truck, the van, the kidnapping van, and then they brought him to like a little place in Mexico somewhere. So basically he's like, oh, the guys came out with the mask still on and said, oh, we have to do it, sir. We don't know if you're feds or whatever. So he's like, okay, all right, whatever. So he went to the house. So they got the charade up and everything. Everything is there. So Dr. Cecilia, which is a daughter of the main the main guy that said he had a cure for it, she's like, oh, she going through everything, the process of everything about it being cured and everything like that. And so, she sat him down. It's like, so, Mr. Kramer, what do you do again? Let's go over that. So you know where this is going. She's trying to get some money out of this guy. So later on, there was a video of a surgery being done. Well, his supposedly surgery on his head being done, and then and then he's like, he's under anesthesia, and he's looking at it. It's like, oh man, they're really doing this. They're really doing this. So basically, later on, they messed him up, man. They took around $200,000 from him, and basically they shiced him out of his money. This is the wrong person, guys. We already realized this is the wrong person to do this to, because he's coming back, and he's coming back to make sure you play a game, and those games you don't want to play them games. So basically, he realized that, oh man, they picked the wrong guy to mess with. So guys, these are the worst. I mean, at a certain point, you feel sorry for Jigsaw, because you're like, oh man, we really want a cure for this guy, but he's Jigsaw, so you're like, the story that he's gonna die later. So, but these guys are like this trash heap. Especially the main doctor lady. She's just the worst of the worst. Like, if anyone needed me to take this test that Jigsaw has, it would be them. And oh boy, they took that test, man. Oh, they took that test. Woo. All right, man. All right, so basically, there's like four people. The main person that he went into, he gave him a test, and then when he passed that test, as the driver, the taxi driver, he was in on it, and he did a surgery. He was looking at a video, and he took advantage of John Kramer, and he's like, okay, he got him first, and then when he passed the test, he told him everything about everybody. So he found out about everybody through this guy. He survived. And then the guys, there's one gruesome scene that, oh my goodness, this lady, her Valentina, her name is Valentina. Oh man, she had to have like a little wire, and she had to cut her leg off. And I'm like, oh man, I couldn't even watch this. It was that disgusting that I was about to. I had food before, and I think it almost came up. That's how bad it was, guys. If you're into that stuff, and I know some of you guys are, you will love that. She was pulling it. It was like a saw. Like she was pulling, and I think it dropped her leg in about 30 seconds to a minute. 30 seconds to a minute. She was doing it, and she was like, you're doing it. And every pull, every swipe, you was like, it was so glorious, guys. Oh. And then she had to suck her bone marrow, which is deep into her femur. She had to pull that hose into it, and it sucked it out. And woo, that was woo, man, woo. You could pass out even thinking about it. I'm like, it was pretty bad, guys. So basically, she failed that test. She failed that test. She had 3 minutes to do it, and she failed that test. Guys, I'm telling you, man. These and then there was like this guy. He had to cut over his brain, and then take his brain matter out, and then drop in the acid to dissolve it so the thing will release him. He failed that test too. I'm telling you, it went through the gauntlet of all of them failing the test, except for one girl, the drug girl, Gabriella. She passed it, and the doctor lady, she broke her neck. She stepped on her neck, and that's how bad the doctor lady was. And she deserved to. She deserved something, but I might not tell you what happened to her because she might survive. She definitely might survive, but she should have died. But everything, the story was so deep and so good, guys, that you thinking to yourself, oh man, how's it gonna work out? How's it gonna work out? And Kramer, he had his old friend Amanda, the lady that was in, I think, Saw 3. She helped him out also, and everything worked out. That's how good the story was. It's a deep, good story. And at the end, he didn't get cured for cancer. You already know he dies, but you felt sorry for Kramer, and you're like, oh man, you wish things was right for him, but you felt in yourself like most of these people here, they deserve to die. Most of them deserve to die, and that was a sad thing to think. But a lot of these people that were like taking money from people that really wanted to help, and they took advantage of them. They took like around close to $2 million, and they really deserved it, guys. They really deserved it. Most of them, except for probably one or two, didn't deserve it. But guys, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoy it, and let me know what you think. I tell you, this movie was something else. This movie was something. Saw X. They're trying to make a sequel out of it. So if this does good, they're gonna make a sequel. So like and subscribe, guys, and I'll catch you guys later.